Hello, everyone. How's it going? Sorry, hold on. I have my sound. There we go. I don't need that other sound on. So hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm using a different system today. Trying to get rid of that too. Trying to use the computer a little more here because we're going to show you I really liked being able to show you all during the live the things that you're all creating a little bit. So I did that again, and it's easier if I use the computer to do that. So that's why. Sorry, I'm a little sweaty looking. I've been running around. I've been at home all day working on things. I've been working on these bronze pendants. Andrew had them mostly ready. And he's still doing his classes up at the CMA in Johnstown, the Center for Metal Arts. And if you haven't been watching his reels and his posts about his class, I urge you to do that. Go on over to Andrew Thornton Artist and check that out. He always keeps people up to date on what's going on in his classes, even when he's like falling asleep, typing out his reel or his story or his post. He still gets one in on pretty much every night or every morning. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. He's learning some cool stuff. He's doing a lot of welding, a lot of origami-like things with metal, which is really cool. He showed me some of his projects yesterday. Now he is home right now, but I don't know, he may pop in on the comments here. I don't know. He was also passing out as I was making some dinner. I had a little bit of, I ran out and got some dinner today, some groceries. We got some pizzas and some burgers, all veggie stuff, of course. And I was able to get one pizza made before I did this live. So I have a little bit of food in me. He's got a little bit of food in him. He may be passing out. It's very early mornings for him to get up and get ready and get up there to Johnstown in time. And then he's been working late. He stayed up at the cottage until about 1 or 1:30, I think, last night at least, working on kind of adding to his projects or working on his projects past that point, and then also working on other things like these bronze pendants and coins and charms that we have today that I'm going to show you. I did some Renaissance wax on them today, and some of them needed holes drilled, so I had my handy dandy hole driller, hole maker. And so I finished that up and got pictures of them while we had some sunlight. It's getting dark. I don't know. It's not too bad. It's pretty gray out right now, though. It's raining here. Got pictures of those to put in the online store after. So I'm going to say this is going to be a little weird as we're watching right now. But if you are watching this and you are replaying this video, you are welcome to continue replaying the video to take a look at these things in videos. But you can no longer claim these. These are only able to be claimed for those who are watching us live right now, or when we were live, if you're watching this in the replay. After that, anything that remains is going to go onto the website. I already have pictures of everything. I'm going to write out descriptions tonight and get everything on the website. So you have this one chance to claim these before everybody else. I did lot numbers tonight for these. When we put them up on the website last time, some people didn't really get the ones they wanted. We sold out of a lot of them, and Andrew restocked some of those. So some of the restock you're going to get a chance to grab today, but also the new ones. And so anybody watching this live is going to be able to claim these before they go to the website. So you're getting a little sneak peek and first dibs on all of these. We always like to give you a little bit of something once in a while, right, for watching our lives and being here with us. So thank you for joining us. And again, if you're watching this in the replay, sorry, but you just got to go to the website and purchase them that way. Yeah. So whatever's left. I don't know what's going to be left because we haven't started yet, but If this were the future, I would be able to tell you. But the website will know. All right. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for joining us. Suzanne says, how's the AG Beat fam? We're due some bad rain here overnight. It was 105 degrees with the heat index today. It was in the 50s, I think, here today. I went out and mowed some grass, which was very wet. I was cleaning out the underside of the mower a lot as I was doing it, but I had to get the grass mowed here at the house. It's supposed to rain the next few days, all weekend. I could not let it go. I had like this brief moment in the afternoon that I was able to actually go and mow some grass. So I did that in the wet grass, got it mowed, and it was chilly. I mean, it was pretty nice while I was mowing, but then the temperature has dropped. It's going to be in the 50s here for the next, until I think Tuesday. It's supposed to then start warming up back up into the 60s and 70s. So it's going to be in the 50s here for the next 4 days or so. Maybe more, actually. Maybe it was Tuesday. Maybe it was Monday. Maybe it was Sunday. I can't remember. It was like 4 days, I think. Hello, Marianne. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Harry. Good to see you here. Suzanne says hearing is good. Harry says hear you fine. Good. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you for joining us. I hope all is well with you. I know you were dealing with some weather things. I hope you got all that sorted out okay. Let's see here. Marianne saw them. Good, good, good. Andrew said screw punch. Yes. Andrew is in the comments. It's my little screw punch. I didn't have to run to the cottage to use the flex shaft today. I was able to use this to get through the bronze pendants, which was good. Which was good. Marianne says at least 3.5 hours to sunset here. That's kind of nice, right? It's not really sunset. It's just so gray from the weather. Let's see here. Andrew said some are limited and some of the molds broke. So there you go. Some of the pendants limited, some of the molds broke, some of them we'll never have again, some of them we might make later. Who knows? But right now, you're going to get first dibs on all of these. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us. Harry says 62 and cloudy. Yeah, I think we're in the 50s. I think, I don't have my watch on. I can't check, but I think we're in the 50s. Marianne says currently 74. That's nice. 74 is that's a good temperature. Suzanne's asking, Sandra, when do you move? I didn't even see Sandra pop up here. Is Sandra here? Didn't see her. Didn't know she was here. She said the first week of June she's moving, is what she told us before. The first week of June she's able to move, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I'm going to show you some pendants and charms. There are some smaller ones today. They're all about the same price. There's some bigger ones, there's some smaller ones. Some of them vary in price a little bit, but not too much. The bronze is what it is. It's a little bit, you know, but it's very fair. I think all these prices are super fair for what they are. Andrew always tries to make sure that we are doing things fair. Marianne says, Ligonier currently 58 and raining. Yes, that sounds about right. It's not raining though right now. As soon as I hit the go live button, it stopped raining. But right before that, I could hear the downpour happening. So it's, you know, up and down. But I did get the grass mowed before the major rain. It started raining on me a little bit while I was mowing, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It's so weird. I can see myself in like 3 places right now. I see myself streaming on Instagram. I see myself here, and I see myself over here because I have my computer up and it has another screen of me doing what I'm doing. It's so weird. It's like looking at myself all over the place. Multiple me's. Sandra says, I'm here maybe the first week of June. That's what I thought you said, the first week of June. So I'm going to show my pottery too today. I have to say that I'm pretty proud of myself. This is the best, I think the best group of things I've received back from my pottery that I've liked the most so far. The wood-fired stuff was really cool because of that process. That really was nice, and I like those things. But as far as my regular pottery, I think these are some of the best things I've made, and I love all the glaze combinations and how they came out. So most of these I'm probably going to put in the online store. I'm hesitant to let some of them go because I've never actually kept anything of my own to actually use other than like my very first pottery class. Pretty much my very first one I ever did, I kept some of those things. But other than that, I put most of it up for sale. But I might keep one of these. I don't know. I'm like, see, part of me wants to keep it. And then part of me is like, just make another one for yourself. It's all right. You can do it. You can make another one. Why do I need to keep it? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what you all think of them once I show them here a little bit. Susie says, I love your pottery. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad people seem to like it. I have a few pieces left in the online store, but most of the time when I put up a release of my pottery, a number of pieces sell out pretty quickly. So that makes me happy. That makes me happy. Hello, Anne. Thanks for joining us here today. Good to see you here. Hello, Amanda. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you here. Yes, if you're here, please say hello. Whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, please say hello, hello. Andrew says, I want a welder, so sell your pots so we can buy one. Yeah, I know. Always something new that we want, right? Marion says, but also why shouldn't you keep one? I know. I know, but I do have a lot of other beautiful things from other people. And I like using other people's mugs. I don't know if I would use my own, really. I don't know why I would, why I wouldn't. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I kind of like my stuff to go out into the world. I get a kick. I think I get more excitement from seeing people use them and show them off than I actually do keeping them and using it myself. I really think that's what it is. I like seeing my stuff out in the world. So when people take pictures of them using it or having it, that really makes me happy. And so it makes me happy to see that rather than if I just kept it myself and used it. So I think that's kind of why most of my stuff ends up being sold. Hello, Karen. Karen is here. Thank you for joining us out there, joining the AG Bead fam today. So we're gonna. It's maybe gonna be a shortish show. I don't know. We're gonna chat here a little bit as we always do. I'm gonna show my pottery, and then we have 20 or so, 22, I think, lots of the bronze coins. So almost 20 new designs. There might be 20 new designs, or maybe 17, 18, 19 new designs that we have not had in the online store already. Now, there are some in the online store already, and if you didn't see those, we posted those while we were away at the Middle Museum, and we never actually did a live showing those bronze coins in person, or in person on the video. So I don't have those either. I should have run up to the cottage and got those today, because then I could have shown you those, but you're going to see these ones because I have these ones. And if you didn't see the other ones though, you can check these out and then you can go ahead and you'll get an idea of what they look like. And then you can go to the online store and see the other ones that are still available. There aren't, a number of them have sold out already. Where's my keyboard? There's my keyboard. I think a lot of them have sold out already. Y'all love them, and that's why we made some more. We still have the dragons. The dragons are still available. There are 2 different dragons available. Where there is love, there is life. That quote is still there. The take your broken heart, make it into art is still there. The 4 elements is still available. We have a 4 element bronze coin, and I'm surprised that one is still available. And then the anemone is also still available. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another 9 of them already sold out. Now we're going to have some restock here today, but mostly new ones here today. Marianne says, have you invoiced for yesterday? Yes, Marianne. I'm sorry, but you missed the one that you were trying to get. Someone got to it before you. So if you want to try for something else. The sale is still going on. The Mother's Day sale in the online store goes on until midnight tonight. It ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. That also means that the last 2 days of lives, Tuesdays and Wednesdays live with the gemstones, that those 20% off prices also end at midnight tonight. So everything ends together. So if you have not watched Tuesdays live and Wednesdays live, we had amazing gemstones at really great prices. We've actually even got some new people looking at stuff because I think they were such great prices. So check those out before midnight. Get your emails in. As long as your email shows up before midnight tonight, I will count it, even if I have to do the work of sorting everything after midnight tonight. So just make sure you get your emails in before then. The first day we focused a lot on microfaceted 2mm, 3mm, 4mm, like microfaceted gemstones. There were some other things thrown in there, some really great stuff, but we mostly focused on a lot of those the first day. I think there were 20 out of those 30 lots were pretty much microfaceted things at like 15 to 12 to $15 somewhere in there, usually somewhere around there per strand only. Really nice strands, about 13 and a half inch strands. And then the second day, yesterday, we focused on some more of the upscale, I guess, a little bit higher end things, but with other things thrown in. We always like to make sure there are things thrown in for everybody. Yeah, and I've been showing some of those off on the reels and videos on Facebook and Instagram. So hopefully you've checked those out. If you haven't already, please, please do. Please do before midnight. I want you to save that 20%. Those will ultimately, anything that doesn't sell will end up being in the online store at some point once I can get, all the photos taken, the videos taken, the sizes done, the weights done, and all that stuff. It takes a lot to get them in the online store. So sometimes the prices also go up. So this is the best price you're going to see on those for some time. And said Andrew did a nice sound video with the coins. Oh, good. I've seen some of his videos. I don't know if I saw the coin one. I saw him washing them or putting them in his mixture that he created. But sometimes I have to go in and look. It's weird. His videos often pop up for the Allegory page because I always try and make sure I go into his page and like them from Allegory, but sometimes I forget to do it from my own page. So I was mostly a lot in my own page today. Suzanne says, very exciting pieces, right? Amanda says, I missed the coins. You missed the coins the first time. There's still some available. Like I said, I just ran through the ones that are still available, but you're not missing them today if you're still here whenever we do them, because I'm going to be doing the new batch of them today. Hello, Jeanette. Thanks for tuning in. Cheryl says, were there multiples of some of the new bronze pendants? Yes, there are multiples of some of them. There are going to be multiples today of some of them. Each one is different, though. We take one picture. I'm not taking a picture of every single one. We take one picture, but because they are hand pressed, if you watched the Work With Us video, you watched Andrew starting these and pressing them out. That's what he was doing in that Work With Us video. But they are all hand pressed, so they vary in size. I list the size of the one pretty much that I take a picture of, and I try and generally take a picture of, if there are three, like the mid-sized one. One may be bigger, one may be a little smaller, but they're going to be generally around that size. And they're not always perfectly round. They're not always, it's just the nature of the clay, the metal clay, and how they work. So they are all a little different. They are all each individually hand pressed and handmade in molds that Andrew hand carved. So he made the molds for every one of these. These were not bought molds. These are not molds that someone else made the design of. And Andrew just presses them. He creates the mold and then presses the clay. And then fires the clay and does all the stuff for the clay. And once it's metal, then he polishes up the metal. Lots of work goes into these. So yes, there were multiples originally of some of them, not all of them. Some of them there was just one. Like I think the crowned heart, there was only one. Maybe the air over water, there may have only been one or two. I know the Luna Moth, there was only one. So, and then we did some restock, but we didn't do much on those. So some of that restock is going to be here today. I'm going to show you. Okay. Marianne said earth over water, air over water. It was air over water. Air over water, which I think is a song by Florence and the Machine. And so that was an air over water coin. And then we have a 4 elements coin, which has all 4 elements on it, up and down. So yeah. Suzanne wants to do some runes. I think Andrew's saying we can have them pick future designs for me to try. I have a new clay I want to test out. So Suzanne's already saying, let's get some runes going, right? Oh, Marianne says, no, I want earth over water. Okay. She wants earth over water. You put in a question. What's the question? You got to put an exclamation, right? Earth over water. That's what I want. So yeah, that's what we're doing. If you have any suggestions of things you'd like to see in the bronze coins, let us know in the comments. Andrew's going to go through the comments and take some ideas from those maybe and make some molds. We'll see what he says, and what he does. You never know. But if he sees something he likes and he thinks it's going to be good, he'll make it. But we don't promise anything, right? So yeah, let's but first, okay, so we're going to get to all that, but first, Andrew says, I have some they can pick from. Oh, Andrew has some you can all pick from. So there you go. You get to choose. He's like, you can pick from these. So I guess he's going to post that maybe on somewhere, and you can pick from them maybe. We'll see what happens. Not sure how he's going to do that choosing process. So first thing, what I want to do is I really liked being able to look at some of the things you all were making that you post in the Design Challenges group on Facebook. So if you're not in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges group, that's where our AG Bead fam hangs out. There's about, 1,200 members or something like that. And if you make something using beads from us, you post it in the group and we get to see it, and we like that. So I'm going to show you some of the latest things. Now, these are the newest things that I've seen that y'all have been posting. So I'm going to take myself away so that you can't see me. You can still hear me. But here's one of the latest things that Harry has made. So Harry took this giant piece of wonderful lapis and wrapped it in copper. And then I believe these are Czech glass and maybe hematite. Am I right? They're at least Czech glass. Let me go back because I should have taken notes on all of these. Labradorite and blue glass. So lapis stone wrapped in copper, microfaceted labradorite. So that's not hematite, it's labradorite, and blue glass necklace. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. It looks really good. I love lapis, and that's such a beautiful piece of lapis right there. And then our friend Anne posted this. Some beautiful artwork by Andrew that her mom framed for her. Had it framed. Doesn't it look amazing? I think it looks so good like that. I'm like, I wish we could sell them like that, because then we'd sell them at like twice the price or more, right? Because that looks so good. Great job on the framing of that. And thank you, Anne, for your support there. And then Cheryl made these hairpins out of some beads from us. We got a Allegory Gallery fine pewter piece right there on the right. I see that. And then those are hammered copper. I think they were hammered copper wire, just hammered copper wire. Let's see here. Susie says, beautiful. Mary says, I love this piece, Harry. Harry says, Marianne, thanks. So these are really cool too. And I love the creativity. And so I hope you all do too. If you post things in our group, we can help share things like this. Um, I know that Cheryl has her own page, and you can follow Cheryl on her page if you'd like to see all her amazing designs. I know Harry was selling, but I think Harry has paused selling for now. But his personal page is always a good one to check out and follow. So if you're not following these people, please do. And please also join us in the Design Challenges group to hang out with us all and have lots of fun and get to know new people and make friends. Cheryl says 16 gauge for the pins, made them for my daughter. They're pretty awesome. It's a pretty good idea. Pretty good idea. Now, okay, let me take this away. Let me put myself back. Hello again. So I think we're not going to have maybe a Saturday morning tutorial this Saturday. I'm going to see, maybe I'll film something. Jen has just been too busy. She's taken on another new job and she has not been able to do any filming. So we'll see if I get anything for myself that I can film, maybe something, I don't know what, um, for tomorrow, at tomorrow sometime during the day. We'll see. But I don't know if there's going to be a Saturday morning tutorial this Saturday. We'll see how it goes. But we would love still, though, to see your creativity in the Design Challenges group. So if you start your weekend off creatively in some way, we hope you'll share it with us in the Design Challenges group. And maybe we'll be able to feature you on a live at some point in the future. We'd love to see that. So if you're watching and you make things with our stuff, please share it in the group, and we'll post it once in a while on our stories. Sometimes, like, we're starting to do this on our lives a little bit more. And if you have a business where you sell things, if you're using our beads to make things that you sell, we are more than happy to also share those and share your business and help get the word out for you that you are making things with our stuff, but also you have great things for sale. You know, the rising tide raises all boats, and we firmly believe that. And we want to help you do well, because if you continue doing well, hopefully you'll continue buying from us and we'll continue doing well, and we can support one another along the way. So thank you all for making things and sharing things and being part of the AG Bead Fam in the Design Challenges group on Facebook. All right, let's flip this camera around and let's take a look at some pottery. How about that? We're going to start with the pottery today. The pottery is not, it doesn't have lot numbers or anything like that. It's going to be posted in the online store when I get everything ready. But I just want to show you, because I'm actually really excited about my pottery today. I think it came out so well, and I'm super excited about it. So let's take a look. Let me turn on this other light over here. Get a little bit of extra luminosity. All right, first is this bowl that I've made. Let me move this up just a little bit. It's just, I love the, almost like, I don't know, it reminds me of like a jasper finish on here. And I love how the glaze finished on there. It's two different glazes. And I love how they interacted with each other. And I think it's just a nice size little, like an ice cream bowl, right? That's enough for ice cream. That's enough for ice cream. So yeah, little dessert bowl. I think it's really nice. And I was really, like I said, really excited about how this glaze turned out. Now, this is this double glaze on the white clay. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is how it came out on the white clay, right? Norma says that glaze is really cool. Thank you, Norma. Andrew says, you're going to have to make lots of pots for all the glaze stuff we got. Andrew apparently has been secretly buying glaze and things. He's been secretly buying things for use in enameling, but also things that work with pottery. So I think he's getting a lot more than what he would need for enameling because he has to buy it in bulk. So Andrew says, it's for my class. And that's what he says, it's for his class. So we're going to see. I think he's just trying to get me to set up my wheel and actually start using it here at the house, right? Suzanne says, glaze for you and a welder for him. I don't know. He's the one buying the glaze. I don't know. Karen says, it does look like jasper. Beautiful, right? It's just such a pretty, like a desert sunset kind of look. Cheryl says, don't worry about it, William. Cheryl knows Andrew, right? Okay, so that is that combo glaze on the white clay. Now this is the same combo of glaze, but on the brown speckled clay. And I am in love with this one. This is the one of the two tonight that I'm thinking about keeping. I'm thinking about keeping because I love how this came out. I still have to sand the bottoms. So the bottoms are a little rough, but Norma says the colors are showing better on my TV than my phone. That's often the case. That's often the case. If you watch on your TV, that's why we try and tell people, like, if you watch on YouTube, you can watch on your TV, and the TV colors, when you're looking at those gemstones, okay, Norma, if you didn't watch the gemstone show on your TV, go watch Tuesdays and Wednesdays live with the gemstones on your TV. You're going to want all the gemstones then, because I think it looks better oftentimes on your TV. Marianne says, Andrew buys glaze for you. You buy him a welder. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I try to make these handles nice and kind of big. Like, I have larger hands, and I hate when handles are not comfortable, like you're trying to squeeze your fingers in there, or they don't like you get like 2.5 fingers in there. So for me, these fit this is so comfortable. Like, I could hold that for all the time because of the way that fits. So I've been trying to make the handles, and I know my handles sometimes look kind of maybe wider or longer, but there's a purpose and a reason so that my fingers fit in there nicely. And hopefully yours will too. Karen says, wow. I hope you like it. I hope that's a good wow. Norma says, wow, how interesting the difference on the speckled clay, right? I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But that's the same two glazes layered in the same way, just one on the speckled clay and one on the white clay. Marion says, I watch on both usually. I know, Marion. That's how I know the colors look better, because you always tell me. You tell me they usually look better on TV. Norma says, I did watch the gemstones on my TV. I usually watch on TV and follow the chat on my phone. Good, good. Whoa. So those are those two glazes. And then I made this, what I think is a beautiful bowl, and I carved it out because I wanted to see how the glaze reacted over the carvings, because sometimes glaze changes as it fills in on the carvings. This one didn't change the glaze too much, but I did get these nice edges around most of it. And I thought that this band around here, I wasn't sure if it was going to run or not, and it didn't, and I'm kind of happy that it didn't. And then this is the inside, which has mostly the one and then a layering of the other clay. So this is what these two different glazes together look like on the white clay. All right. Karen says, oh yes, good wow. Oh, good. And so that is that bowl. That's a nice little, I don't know if it's not quite maybe big enough for a cereal bowl, but if you're eating ice cream out of that, that's like my kind of ice cream portion for sure, right? Marion says, love that bowl. Thank you. I'm trying to play around with etching and doing different things because I don't usually do that much. And that's, I think, kind of my next thing I'm going to experiment with a little bit more is playing around with textures and stuff and trying to do that. I'm not one of those people that consider myself like a sculptor or a carver or a painter. So my stuff is very organic, but I'm going to play around and see what I can do. So that's those two on the white clay. And now check out those two on the brown speckle clay. Suzanne says put a handle on it for coffee. That's a nice big coffee one, right? Here's one with a handle. And this is what those two glazes did together on the brown speckled clay. And I love this. Again, my handles come out a little long, but it's so that your fingers fit, right? And they hold it. It's nice. It's nice to hold. You don't have to worry about, fingers squeezing in there or not and having room. You can, that's comfortable to hold. And your fingers kind of I hate when your fingers have to be they have to kind of flow, right? Karen says, dang, gorgeous. Thank you. Norma says, I always like your pottery so much, William, but I can't buy any because I'm so overloaded with pottery already, but I want it to wine. I know, Norma, you keep saying you're overloaded. You're overloaded. And I get it. I get it, right? Sometimes you only have so much room for pottery, but I have so much fun doing this. So I'm just glad people enjoy it when they can and grab it from the store, the online store when they can too. But I get it. Not everyone needs it. Karen says, looks like a nice matcha cup. Yeah, it could be, right? Whatever you want in there. But I love the purples that come through with the blues and almost like a hint of green. It's just so pretty. And those deep reds. I think I want to do more in this color combo. I think I want to do more in this color combo. Mary says, bowls are good for hot beverages on a cold day. That's true, right? Andrew says, this one is particularly nice. He likes this one a lot. Nora says, 5 boxes full in my back room besides what's on display. See? It just means you should keep going, Norma. You should just keep going. Why stop? Why limit yourself? Right? No, I get it. I totally get it. Don't worry. I get it. And then the one that I don't even know if I can let go of yet. We'll see. My favorite piece of this series is this one. It has a nice big handle. And I did a kind of carving on this handle. And again, the bottoms aren't sanded off. I need to sand off the bottoms. But this was a beautiful glaze, 2 different glazes. This one looked like when I compared the notes, this should have run and dripped a lot, but it didn't. And I'm so happy that it didn't because it gives me this half and half that I really enjoy on this. That I even did, I tried to do the half and half down on the handle a little bit too. I got a little carried away on that side, but it's a kind of it doesn't have the glossy look. This is like a matte glaze, and I really enjoy this glaze is called leather, and it reminds me really of leather, and I just love how kind of velvety soft this is. This one is going to be a hard one for me to give up, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe no one will like it anyway, and if it sits in the online store long enough, I will end up just keeping it anyway. Sometimes, that could happen. Maybe nobody likes this one as much as I do. Man, this is so cool. Norma says, that's a great handle. Thank you. Andrew says, oh, this one is also really nice. I particularly like the handle. Thanks. Karen loves the detail on the handle. Thank you. Andrew says, I have a stone that looks just like this. Yeah, I think I love this one. I love this one a lot. This one's going to be hard to let go. This one's going to be hard to let go. But I could just do it again, right? I could do it again. Maybe. I don't know. Would it ever come out like this? Because really this glaze was supposed to run and drip. And so I don't know if every time I do this, I have a white piece. It's a really, really large bowl, large for me. It's a larger bowl. that I did in this color combo, but it didn't, because it was larger, it didn't get into the kiln this last time. So I don't know what it's going to look like, or how it's going to do it, but do its thing. But there is a large bowl that is technically could match this. I kind of made it, I made it as a backup for my mom, because I tried to make her a large potter without a hole in the bottom, and then the one got a hole. So I made another one that's a little bit smaller, but maybe still big enough, that didn't get a hole, and I did it with this glaze. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Andrew says, I hope you're taking notes in your glaze and clay combos. Keep a recipe book so you don't forget. I take pictures of everything, and I can go back and reference the pictures is usually what I do. Nora says, I can see your skill progressing each time you show us a new batch. Thank you. Thank you. I can too, which I'm getting to the point where I can. And like I said, this is my favorite batch so far that I've ever done. I really am enjoying these. I really actually think I did a pretty good job on these. I don't usually give myself a lot of credit, but I think I did a pretty good job on these, and I'm really happy with these. Marion says, I love this cup, but I really want a bowl. This bowl? Maybe that bowl? This bowl and cup go together. That's like a little thing, right? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I put online. Sandra says, I think you should keep it. Maybe. Like I said, this is great and all. Like I would probably totally use this, but at the same point, it gives me kind of more joy to see other people using them and taking pictures with them and showing me that they have them and they love them, than me just sitting and hanging on to it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I already have pictures of them today, and I plan on putting them in the online store probably tonight as well. I'll either go in tonight or tomorrow morning, and we'll see what I decide to do with them all. Who knows? Andrew says, William, make me 100 tiny bowls. AG Live challenge. William tries things. 100 tiny bowls. I'm starting to make, I've been glazing a lot. I glazed a lot of things yesterday as well. That's all I did in class was glaze more stuff, because I have to clear off my shelf because I made things and they've been bisque fired, and I got to glaze them to get them off my shelf. And but I started making little saucers, like you know, like kind of like this idea. This is one that I never put in the online store for sale. Huh. Wonder why I didn't. Wonder why I didn't. I don't even know. I don't have my initials. I don't know where they went on the bottom of that one. I think that, yeah. But they're like kind of like shallow ones, but they're going to be small like this, because I want to try to make them that when we dump out a luxury bead blend, they hold one bag of a luxury bead blend. That's what my plan is. So that when we show them on camera, I have little saucers and little bowls that I can use to dump the luxury bead blends into, and then I can just pass it off and grab another one, pass them off and grab another one. So that's what, so I want to make them like this, but I forgot I never put this one in the online store. Maybe because it's pretty heavy, it's pretty thick. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Okay. What's next? What is next? I guess we'll move on to the bronze coins. How about that? Move on to the bronze coins, everybody? Think we should? I think we should. All right. Let me move this back over here and get this set up. All right. Andrew says, I probably grabbed it up to use. Probably, right? Probably. Okie dokie. Yeah, let's start. All right, everybody. Let me get my banner up here. This is a lot video. So to to purchase these, you're going to send the lot number in an email to info@allegorygallery.com. Oh, I just realized I didn't put up this again. There we go. There we go. There's a lot of things to do. All right. There we go. All right. So these are going to start BC, bronze coin. Now these are charms or pendants. Bronze coin 1. They're mostly all going to be $20. There's, I think, one that's 22 and one that's 18. But they're mostly going to be $20. And this little number here is going to tell you how many of them are available. If you want to purchase more than one, you can send us an email that has multiples on it. And so the way you do this, you take BC1, for example, put that in a subject line of an email addressed to info@allegorygallery.com. That's up here and also scrolling down here. And hit send. That's all you have to do. If you want more than one, BC1 times 2. Now, they are first come, first serve. So if you get it, we expect you to pay for it, right? But you also may not get it. I will be invoicing for anything claimed tonight. So if you don't get an invoice tonight, you didn't get it. All right, it sold out before you. That's possible. We did do a first round of bronze coins. If you haven't seen those yet, they are in the online store right now. I don't know how these are going to sell. I hope they sell well. I think these are really good designs. So let's take a look. BC1 is this little owl. Now again, this is bronze clay pressed into a mold that Andrew hand sculpted. So he carved the molds for all of these. So that little owl was carved by him. And then he presses the bronze clay in there and fires it and does his magic to get it to look like a good little piece of jewelry, right? So this is a bronze coin and pressed by Andrew. You can actually see his fingerprints in the back. And there are only 3 of these owls available. Now again, if you are watching this video in the replay, you cannot claim anymore using these. These are only for people who watched us actually live. You can watch this video to see what the coins look like better in video because our website will only have pictures. But you must now, if you're watching this on the replay, go to our website and purchase them there. All right. After I invoice for people in this video, I'm going to post these right to the website and just get them up there as quickly as possible. So you watching live are getting the best and first access to these. All right, so if you all buy them out, if 3 people buy these or 1 person buys all 3, these will not make it to the website. I am giving you the chance, all of you, to get all of them that we have available. All right, I didn't hold anything back. So that's BC1. And this is that owl is sweet, right? BC1, and there are 3 available. Well, there are now 2 available. So one of those is sold so far. Thank you so much. At least as my email says, I'll try and keep you posted on these, but I don't know if I'll be able to keep up or not with everybody. BC2, there is only 1 of these available. There's only 1 of these available. And it's this design. I'm not sure what you call this, Andrew, if you have a name for this, what this was modeled after. It looks like a little starburst to me, or a little flower. Oh, let me put down my penny as well so you can see compared to a penny. Just a little bit bigger than a penny. BC2, $20, and only 1 available. Okay, so it's based off of an old Roman coin, Andrew said. So that's based off of a Roman coin design. So 1 of those available, BC2. Andrew says, I was going to keep this one. Oops. Well, so far it hasn't sold, Andrew, so maybe you'll get it back. Maybe you'll get it back. Who knows? So far, it's still available. And then I think I lost one of them here. I swear one of them hit my foot as I was pouring them into a bag and bounced somewhere, and I've not been able to find them yet. And I didn't want the hole. Oh, see, I was wondering because there were some without holes. You said to punch holes in them all, so I punched holes in them all. So hopefully you were trying to. I punched holes in all of the ones that didn't have holes. So hopefully you didn't want any of those either. You're gonna have to be trying some new bronze, making some more. BC3, there are only 2 of these, and they are the seahorse. BC3, 2 of these. I'll show you the other one too. There's the other seahorse. It's a little bit darker. Some of them are a little bit darker, some of them are not. I did put Renaissance wax on all of them, so they should stay as they are for a while. You can continue to put Renaissance wax on them, or you could take them and polish them right up if you really wanted to. Once you get them, you can polish them up. So there are the 2 seahorses, BC3. Susie says Tallulah will find the one you dropped. Susie says she probably took it. She does like to take coins. She used to grab quarters and things off of the floor around here, or if one of my pennies fell on the floor, she'd grab them in her teeth and run away with them. I think she has her own little savings account somewhere. So this is BC3, and these are bronze coins with the seahorse and wave design. And since I like that darker color of the bronze too, right? I think they're kind of cool either way. That's BC3, 2 of those available. BC4. Now there are 5 of these ones available. These are really cool. I hope these sell well. I think these are some I love these a lot. And so these were a pain in the butt to get the color right. That's what that nightmare concoction on my timeline was for. Yeah, he was trying to get them right. BC4. We sold 1 of the BC3s. Thank you so much. The lighter BC3 has sold. So if you'd like the darker one, it is still available. This is BC4. There are 5 of these trees available. I love this tree. Love, love, love this tree. So this is BC4, and there are 5 trees available. We figured people might like this one, so he made a number of these. I think that's the most of any of them he's made. And sorry, my nails are a little dirty. I was out in the grass today, cleaning the underside of the grass, the lawnmower. Tried to get it out of there, didn't get it all out. So this is BC4. I think everything's tinted green too. Even my skin is tinted green. So we are down to 4 of the BC4s. We've sold 1 of those. I love the tree though. It's just such a good tree. Karen says, love the tree. Thank you. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Remember, you all are getting first dibs at these. Immediately after this, they will go into the online store, and then they will be up to the public for grabbing, should they so choose to do so. Andrew says, we don't want to play the whose nails are dirtier game this week. I bet not. I bet not. Michelle says, did I miss much? You missed me showing all my pottery. You missed me showing some people in the Design Challenges group who made some stuff, but you're in the group, so you didn't miss anything there. And we are on 5 now so far. So you came in on 4. So you missed 3 of the pendants before that. Oh, let's see. BC5. BC5. Bunny. Bunny, bunny. There are only 2 of these bunnies available. I'll show you the other one. Come on. There's the other bunny. See what I mean? They're not all the same. They're each handmade, and they each have their own shrinkage and, peculiarities as they're forming. But there they are, 2 bunnies. I love that bunny. I love the long-eared bunny. So there are 2 of those, and only 2 of those available. BC5, $20 each. And so this was also made off of an old coin. You like to get that history in there, right? Get that history. Come on, get out of the bag. Okay, BC6. There is only one of these. One of these, BC6, is this heart. Heart within a heart. Only one of these available. Heart inside my heart. BC6. Just so you can see. Just a little bit bigger than the penny. BC6. One available. So like Cheryl was asking, are multiples always made? Are multiples made? Sometimes. Sometimes you just get one. Sometimes he makes more. It's whatever. And also, a lot of times he makes more than one, but they don't all come out. There are failures that happen along the way. So there were more of some of these. BC6 has sold out. Thank you so much. There were more of some of these, I'm sure, but there were failures in the batch. Sometimes they don't completely center all together. Sometimes they just don't work out. Now, I don't know what went on with these. Maybe Andrew can explain, but I think this is an olive. Is this an olive tree? I think it's an olive tree. Andrew can correct me. But these came out in a totally different color. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what these are or why. If Andrew can answer that. But there are 2 of them this way. Now I have the other, I'm going to have more of this design, but in the regular bronzy. Oh, these are copper. I was going to say, these are not, I don't know what happened to the bronze in this one. So these are copper. So they are BC7, 2 of these available in copper. So I said, I don't know what happened to the bronze in this that it came out like that. It's not bronze, it's copper. So there are only 2 of these in copper then. And one of them has a copper patina already happening more than the other one. So BC7, those are $20. 2 of those available. Karen says, curious if Andrew has music playing while he creates or silence. Book on tape. Well, audiobook. We're of the age we call it book on tape. Karen, he mostly listens to audiobooks while creating. So his Audible collection is quite large. We keep him stacked up with audiobooks. Andrew says music too. Yeah, he'll do music oftentimes like when he's at the cottage, but if he's at the house here creating, he often does audiobooks. All right, so this is a restock. Let me, oops, where am I here? Sorry, I've been ignoring if anyone's on Instagram out there. Lots of people joining us on Instagram. Thank you all so much. Nobody asking questions, though. Good. So I'm not ignoring anybody. So this is we sold out of this lighter as a feather, lighter than a feather, lighter than a feather. And there are actually only 3 of these available because we had to make one for someone else. So there are 3 of these available, even though there looks like there's 4. But this sold out right away during the first batch, and we made some more. So there are 3 of those available. Restock. You get your first dibs at those. BC8. So if you missed out on those the first time around and you want to grab them this time, you can do that. You can do that now. I have too many screens. I'm trying to fit everything in here. Here we go. All right. That's BC8. Karen says, thank you. You're welcome. If you have questions like that, please feel free to ask. We're pretty open books. Only 2 of these were made. BC9 are these eyes. BC9, 2 of those available are the eyes. Andrew asked, do you work to music, Karen? When I do things, I work to generally television for me, myself, personally. YouTube videos or television. Generally, I put something older on. Like I've been watching Maude lately, which is a series I've not seen, but Pluto TV, which is a free streaming thing, has a lot of the classic TV. And so I watched Maude on there. I've been watching Maude, and sometimes Golden Girls and Golden Palace and all that stuff. But I like, personally, me, when I make stuff, I like to have a show going, and it helps me feel like, it all goes back to, it helps me feel like there's somebody around doing things too, and just around. I've always, like when I was a kid, I used to, even though I stayed up late, thankfully, my mom was always a very late night person. So she was usually up later than me, even though I stayed up late. And I always liked the comfort of knowing someone else was still up and around in the house while I went to sleep. I don't know, it was just a comforting thing. And so the TV kind of does that for me. And so when I work, I often have the TV going. And so that's where the idea of our work with me videos kind of came from in my head. Is I was watching some of these videos and I'm like, why people are just putting videos of them working? But then it made sense to me because I like to work when I know other people are possibly around working. And even if you're not in the same house or the same studio and you're thousands of miles away over the internet, somebody's working with you. And I think that's a comforting thing. One of these available, BC10. This is a bigger one. This is a much bigger one than some of the others. So it's $22. Which I think is a really good price. Price should have been 24, but 22. Karen says, yes, usually Native American flute. I have anxiety and it is calming to my brain. That's why I watch TV, because it shuts my brain down. It helps me too, because my anxiety. Andrew says, we had record numbers watching that. Our Work With Us video, yes, we had, the one was up to 4,500 some views, I think, on Facebook. It didn't do so well on YouTube, but on Facebook, it went crazy. I don't know what it's up to now. I haven't looked recently. But is this Shatterstar, Andrew? Is this the Shatterstar one? I know you named one Shatterstar. And I can't remember if it was this one, this pendant, or if it was a different one. Marion says, lots of British TV shows on YouTube. Just recently watched Blackadder and Jeeves and Wooster again. Okay, this isn't Shatterstar. This is more of a floral design. BC10, and BC10 is claimed, so that one is gone. Marion says, amazing number of views. Hands clapping, right? Yeah. We got to do that again, apparently, because we thought people would like it on YouTube, but apparently people on Facebook really liked it, because that's where those numbers came from. Was on Facebook, which I was really surprised, honestly. I didn't think we'd get that kind of those kind of views on Facebook. Andrew said that's a floral based off of a textile embroidery. Okay, that's good. I'm going to see what views we're up to on that. Let's see if I can see it real quick. I forget where I found where I can actually see our views. I think other people can see our views more than we can sometimes. Work With Us. 4,417 people were reached. on that video, which was crazy. And we had at one point we had 30 or 40 people watching at one time, and like even for our lives, we're not used to, like, we don't get people watch our lives and replay and stuff, but we don't get that many people at once. But there were like 30 or 40 people watching at one time. We're like, wow, should do that more often. Somehow find a way to monetize it, sell stuff through that. But yeah, so this is BC 11. And this is the heart with all the arrows shot through the heart. I call this one, but I don't know what Andrew calls this. Marion, see, you got 2,000. Yes, we did. Just after that video that I said we were at 1999, we got 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. So we have reached over the 2,000 point. I feel bad that I don't know that we're going to have a Saturday morning tutorial this Saturday, but because I don't want to lose. We really started losing subscribers, not losing subscribers, but losing rolling subscribers, like people subscribing to us. The number of people subscribing went down over the week. When we had that 1 week, Andrew did a live tutorial, but they don't count lives the same way for some stupid reason. If they did, I think we'd have a lot more people. But we are now at 2,011 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you all so much if you're out there on YouTube watching us. So this is the kind of shot through the heart, I call it. But let's see here. William, do you remember Marianne from town? She used to have an antique junk shop that was a performer who did Native American flute. That building was the one Mary got and had the bakery, and it burned down. I remember Mary having the bakery. I don't remember Marianne, I don't think. I don't remember that. Andrew called this love exponential. So it's love exponential. I call it shot through the heart. Either way, we have 5 of these available for you. BC 11, $20 each. $20 each. Love exponential. That sounds nicer than what I call it. All right. This is BC 12. I think Andrew did this in polymer. It was always a very popular polymer pendant. So this is the Not My Circus, Not My Monkeys pendant. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Marianne was before you. She used to come in and play flute on the patio, and we drink sangria and make jewelry. Well, that's nice. That's before I was in the store. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So there are 3 of these available. This is one we tried to have more, but I think Andrew had a number of failures on this one. This one had the mold break. Oh, so the mold broke too. I think there were failures in the coins and the mold broke. So no more of those coming around anytime soon unless Andrew redoes that. So this is BC 12, not my circus, not my monkeys. It's one of my favorite sayings. And I forget where that saying comes from. Anne says, I've got not my circus, not my monkeys. I wear it when I have a meeting it applies to, right? Susie says she worked at the post office a long time ago. Oh, Marianne did. She was friends with Diane, who used to do Mellow Mike. I never got to join in the Mellow Mike very often either. Not my circus, not my monkeys. BC 12, $20. Okay, I hope you all like this one because Andrew asked me, should I make this one? And I said, yes, you should make this one. It's going to be so popular. So I hope that y'all like this one. Sorry, I just dropped one of them. This is BC 13, the narwhal. The narwhal in the ocean. BC 13. Karen says, I love the sound of coins clinking together when you put them away. Allegory Gallery ASMR. Oh my, there's a lot of things that we've talked about doing the ASMR with. You know, there are people out there who do the ASMR and all they do is whisper to you. They read you a book, tell you facts, whisper things, and they get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. I said, I just need to go start whispering to people. Today on Allegory Gallery, we are going to show you some beautiful bronze pendants. How about that? Anybody want to listen to me whisper to them all day long? I don't know. I don't know what you got to do for the views these days. So these are BC 13, $20 each, the narwhal. So hopefully you like these because I told Andrew to make these. It's my fault if they don't sell then. Andrew's like, nah. Andrew didn't want to do the work with us though either. And what's gotten the most views so far? The work with us video. Let's see. Andrew's asking Susie, is she still alive? She wasn't doing well, and that was maybe 7 years ago or more. Karen's laughing, right? I'm just going to start whispering. Marion says, I prefer rain and thunderstorms for my ASMR doses. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, hey, if whispering's your thing, that's fine. That's fine. I just don't know how that gets so many views. All right, next up, the one that I sneak peeked with you all, if you're in the Facebook group or on the Facebook page, the scarab beetle. BC 14. There are only 2 of these available. These are the 2. One is slightly bigger than the other, but that's what happens sometimes with these, right? So this is the scarab beetle. There are 2 of them available. BC 14. We're down to 1 of those available. I had a feeling people would be waiting for that one since I gave a preview. I knew at least somebody would be waiting to grab that one when the number came up. BC 14. 1 of these now available. $20. Only 1 left. All right. Scarab beetle. I love the scarab beetle. I wanted to keep one of these, but I don't know. We'll see. Andrew might have to make me another one of those. BC 15. BC 15. Susie says, no, she passed away in 2020. That's sad. Andrew says, I think I am ASMR adverse. I'm developing this thing when I hear certain sounds and it feels like a needle in my ear. Yeah, Andrew's getting super sensitive to sounds. Like when I'm putting dishes away, he can't even be in the room anymore when I put dishes away because it makes him crazy. It never used to. BC 15 are these little woodland scenes with the heart in the woods. This is a very detailed one. We weren't sure how it was going to necessarily come out, and I think it came out really well. Hopefully y'all can see that okay. Heart in the woods, very detailed. BC 15, only 2 of those available, $20 each. I like that one a lot. Okay, these are the only ones that are at $18 because they are significantly smaller. I'm going to show you 2 of them. We have 7 of these available. And these are the little skull coins. And these are smaller, so just to give you an idea of size. Andrew says, I called that one the darkest part of the forest, but that's probably weird. So that previous one, the darkest part of the forest. These are the little skull coins. These are $18 each, BC 16. And there they are. 7 of them available, $18 each. Little tiny skulls pressed out. And again, these are all pressed by Andrew. There are, if you can see, most of them you can still see his initial, the ATT on the back. You can see that there. ATT kind of looks like a star. It's Andrew's initials on the back of those. And his fingerprints are there too. BC 16, $18 each. All right. Next up, BC, whoa, 17. 4 of these made it out alive. The octopus. The octopus. BC 17, $20. 4 of them available. Octopus. That one I got a little Renaissance wax in the hole. I gotta dig that out. Andrew said this one is based off of an old coin as well. BC 17 octopus. There they are. If you like that, we had some people requesting sea creatures. So he did the octopus, he did the seahorse. So if that was you, now's your chance to grab them. And like I said, these are going to go into the online store. You are all getting first dibs at all of these. Now this is the olive tree done in the bronze. Before we had it in the copper. So this is the olive tree in bronze. BC 18. BC 18. $20, BC 18. Anderson, it also had a bunch of failures. I think he means the octopus. I think that's the one that was a lot of failures. So there are 4 of those. BC 18. All right, next up, BC 19. This is one that we did restock on because people loved it and kept asking us if we were going to make more of it. So this is the Luna Moth. This is the Luna Moth. There are 4 of them available. We only did one the first time around. So this is the Luna Moth. 4 of those available. BC 19, $20 each. BC 19, $20 each. Luna Moth. Another one that sold out right away. And we did these extras. We did replacements, replenishments. There are 3 more of these now available, and this is the Grounded by Love. Grounded, whoop, sorry, pick that one up. Grounded by Love. Like that noise? Right, Grounded by Love. BC20, $20. 3 of them now available. BC20, Grounded by Love. Sold out in the first go around. If you were looking at it and you wished you got it, now's your chance to grab it this time around. Karen says, nice detail, right? Really nice on those. I think they all came out really well. And again, these are all molds that Andrew molds. And of course, they're kind of molded in reverse, right? Because you're doing a pressing. And they're pressed out by hand and then fired. There's a lot of other stuff that goes into that, like making them look right sometimes. This is a, I don't know if Andrew ever just done this one in a coin. I don't know where this even came from. BC21, I love this one. This is the rainbow. This is the rainbow. BC21. Andrew says, I got really good at word games after this. Writing everything backwards. BC21. Rainbow in the clouds. Sun behind, sun rays behind. BC21. And we're down to 2 of these left. And then, before I do the last one, if you didn't see it, this is one we're also restocking, is the dragon in flight, or flying dragon, I forget which I called this one. There's still, I think, 1 left in the online store, but we're restocking this. It doesn't have a number, it's already in the online store and it's available, but I just wanted to show you these in case you wanted to see them in person, kind of, you know, right, on video. Andrew says, I like how in bronze the clouds look like coins. I know. It's like, is it the rainbow or is it the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Because I was like, that's kind of like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Either way, with the gold shining, reflecting in the background, or is it a rainbow on clouds with the sun behind it? Either way, it works. So, yeah, that was BC21. The dragons are in the online store. You can grab them there. And the last one that you get the first dibs on, y'all, is BC22. It is $22 because it is a big one. Probably should have been a little bit more than that. But this is the Green Man. Or is it St. Louis, Andrew says, right? So this is the Green Man. Suzanne says you can layer these, right? They're very thin. They're not that heavy. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to layer them. Especially some of these bigger and smaller if you wanted to, or mix and match. Make a charm necklace out of them, right? This is BC22, $22 for the Green Man. And this is another one Andrew's like, should I do it? Should I try it? Because it's such a big one. He wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. And these turned out really well. These are actually pretty thin too. He got them nice and thin so they're not too heavy weight, even though they're bigger, much bigger pendants. Suzanne says, that's what I was thinking, a charm necklace. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's BC 22. Everybody usually loves the green man. So I said, go ahead, Andrew, give it a try and we'll see what happens. So if you like the green man, there's BC 22, $22 for the green man in bronze. That's a really cool kind of coin, right? I definitely carry around a coin that they had the green man on it. I think that's cool. BC 22. And we're down to 2 of those. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. That's the show for today. Let me flip the camera around real quick here and raise it up. Hello. Oh, what's this? Andrew's bringing me something, huh? Oh, this is the one. Okay. I gotta flip the camera around again. Don't go anywhere yet, everybody. Don't leave yet. Andrew just brought me these. Didn't you already do this one? You already did the seahorse.
But that one wasn't a regular one.
Oh.
That was an old one that I found.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Boy, these are soft. What are these?
Polymer.
Ah. Where am I
Not
at?
cooked.
Not cooked polymer. I was like, who's meowing? Who is that? I thought that was my Ida Bell. That's my little girl. So, what do you want coins out of, everybody? Do you want a coin like that? Suzanne said Cinnamon sending love to Barnaby too. Hello, baby. What are you doing? You coming up? Yeah, come on. Come on. You gonna come up with us? Okay.
I have a couple more that I was gonna press.
This is apple tree. Looks like apple trees. Yeah. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Oh.
Send it to me in the crook.
Oh. Or do you like, Anne likes the apple trees. We have this design. And sweet baby kitty noises, right? Ida Bell is one that no matter how you handle her, you could handle her with the most like softest, gentlest picking up ever, and she will scream like you're like trying to grab her and rip her away. She's very talkative. Kitty chat, right? Karen says her voice, right? And we have the bird on a branch. So these are some of the choices that Andrew's giving you. Let him know. This is a different seahorse. Oh, that's, yeah, seahorse. It's a different one. I think we had a seahorse today, but this is slightly different. Andrew said the other one was an older one. And then we have the jackalope that we could do in bronze. We have the starfish. Anne says she likes the oval plant. The bird on the branch is nice. So far we've had, I think we've had people say they want, oh, Suzanne likes the crown skull. So far everyone likes like one of each of these. We have the starfish. We have this design here. Susie likes the starfish. Suzanne likes the jackalope. I don't know what this design is. Teresa likes the seahorse. You like that one better than the seahorse tonight? Where's the seahorse tonight? Let's look. I have to see. Did we do a seahorse? Maybe it's in my brain that we did one. Yeah, there it is. It's a little different. A little different. Marianne likes the unnamed design. And then we have the tree with the stars. Tree with the stars. So far, everyone has named every one of these except so far the tree with the stars, because I've not had enough time to let people name it. So everybody wants at least one of these, right? That's what you said. The dreaming tree, Andrew calls it, the dreaming tree. That's my favorite Dave Matthews Band song, The Dreaming Tree. Marianne's my favorite is the star tree. Norma likes the starfish. So we got to make one of each, Andrew, at least. One of each. That's what everyone's saying. Everyone likes at least one of these designs. It's not very narrowing it down, is it? So Andrew's probably going to take the most popular designs. So name them here. Put them in the comments what your favorites are, and he will probably take the ones with the most votes. All right, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, let me flip this around. Front camera, mirror. Oh, he's coming back. You coming back? He keeps coming back. Okay, everybody got to flip the camera. They're going to get dizzy. They're going to get dizzy. Keep flipping this camera.
I told you I was making more.
I know, but I didn't know that it was like now. Are you making more now?
These are for people to pick.
They're picking all of them.
No. No. You have to pick like a few designs.
You hear that, everybody? You have to pick a few designs. So this is a frog. This is the unicorn. Well, it's good to know that no matter which one of these he picks, we're gonna get some sales off of it, right? Because you're all picking, you're all picking those ones. The labyrinth. Recognize that labyrinth? Luster labyrinth. Similar, right? And the mermaid. Look at that mermaid. So what do you think of those new ones? Which are your favorites there? Susie likes the frog. Teresa still is liking that apple tree. The apple tree, these ones here. Anne says, oh my gosh, you're always going to get me with a labyrinth or a unicorn. Both magic, right? Dreaming tree, bird in tree, says Susie. So Susie likes the dreaming tree and the bird in the branch. Marianne says, still the dreaming tree. Suzanne says, if I had to pick one, I'd go with the frog. Really? That's interesting. Okay, the frog. Michelle likes the apple tree and the unicorn. Suzanne says it's different. It's true. The frog is different than most frogs you see, right? People like the unicorn. Loving that unicorn. Oh, I hear him coming with more, everybody. I hear him coming with more. He's pressing these fast before I flip the camera and say goodnight. He knows.
So they're not the best pressing.
He's like, so they're not as good as they're going to be if I press them the right way. The unicorn's been popular. The frog is popular.
The unicorn looks like a donkey unicorn.
A donkey? I think it looks good. What do you mean a donkey? Dragonfly. This is also mold release, like powder release, so just ignore that. That's what that is. This one I know he's done a coin of before that was a good seller. Is this the skull, the wreath skull. And then the crossed arrows, star-crossed lovers, whatever you want to call those. Teresa likes the dragonfly. Suzanne says cool skull. Those of you who've been around for a while may have the skull. He did a limited number of these, I think, in bronze. Maybe even silver, I can't remember. Once upon a time. Susie likes the dragonfly. Oh, this is supposed to be for friendship. That's right. Those cross, that means friendship. Suzanne says, I do have it in silver. I thought he did the skull in silver at one point. I think in bronze, too. The dragonfly's cute, though, right? Look at those little hannies. Suzanne says, it's the first purchase I ever made from you. You remember that? It's hard for me to remember what my first purchases are. The Rescar, the apple tree, and the unicorn, says Michelle. Those are your choices. Rescar, the apple tree, and unicorn. I do like the apple tree. I like all the texture, all the detail in that. Anne says, I'm trying to remember. I might have the dreaming tree in bronze. I know I have it in ceramic or polymer. I've been hoarding it for years. I don't remember him ever doing the dreaming tree in bronze before, or in any metal. But I could be wrong. But I don't think he ever did this one. Did you ever do the dreaming tree in metal before?
No.
No, because that's what Anne says. I think I have it in ceramic or polymer.
Something was for a kit
For a kit.
called the Dreaming Tree.
The dreaming tree. I don't remember that kit.
It was based off of fluorite.
Mm.
So it was all shades of
And
lavender and kind of pale green.
mm-hmm. Anne says, my top choice is still the oval plant. What plant is this?
I don't know.
Looks like what ivy has the heart-shaped leaves.
That's not ivy.
He says not ivy.
If
Or else
you
those are
want to see
flower
ivy,
or those are flower
just
buds.
go open up the back curtain in the studio and it's popping through the window.
Oh, is it?
Growing into the outside indoor.
There's another one that goes this way.
I think it's somebody planted English ivy as like it was a house plant and they planted it outside and now it's spreading. It wants to come back in.
It says, let me in.
It remembers the inside.
So there's this one. And then I love this one. The autumn scene.
The long one, I'll probably, if I do it, I'll probably put 2 holes.
Be a connector. Yeah, because it would be weird to put a hole up there. And then the autumn scene. Marion says, oh, I love that tree too. This one you did in ceramic before, right?
The very first one was in polymer and I hand painted each leaf.
Then I think you pressed it in ceramic. And I think you did this in bronze too.
You know, I can't believe because some of those things, some of these are from kits.
Mm-hmm. This was a kit originally.
I used to make these and I would hand paint each one.
Yes, you did.
And the kits were $20.
Kits were $20.
So not only would you get all the beads,
which were packed full,
you also got a handmade charm from me and
hand embellished, handmade.
And I was like constantly pressing coins.
And it was like 30 to 50 kits available.
And my hands were shot after that. So that's probably why I took a break from making those.
Yeah, you did. Karen says the leaves look like they are a blowing. They are a blowing.
I think that was called Autumn Splendor.
It was autumn something.
I could be making that up. It was
Autumn Splendor sounds right.
And orange.
It had oranges, right? Carnelians or
red.
Yeah. So there they are, everybody. Name your favorites.
The wreath skull is based off of a textile, so it looks like an embroidery.
This one said Suzanne was She got this in silver, and it was the first purchase she ever made from us.
No, it wasn't. I know what you bought. You bought those applique ones. There's a flame polish, a hand cut. You got the nicer one. It looks similar.
He's like, it's not the same.
It has a little X in the eye.
Oh, Anne says it was Autumn Fire.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
I remember exactly what you bought.
Michelle says, Andrew, so we still all like one of each.
That's not gonna happen. So usually I make 3, and as you can see.
Well, the thing is, though, if you just made one of each, they'd be all sold. That's what they're telling me.
Unfortunately, the reality is that if I make one of each, somebody's gonna get disappointed because something's not. I have a failure rate, probably
something must have been
10%, 9%.
I don't think more than 10%.
15%.
10 to 15.
Right now. I'm so
like
tired. It's a good
one
thing. 1
out of every 10.
It's a good thing there's rumble strips, y'all.
2 out of every 10. 1 out of every 10.
It was a mess. I made
Suzanne says yes, X on the eye.
See, I remember. I didn't forget you. I knew when our I was gonna say bromance, but you're not a boy, so what do you call gal pal?
Right.
When our gal pal.
Galmance.
That sounds not right. When our friendship began.
When you joined the family.
When you were inducted.
Right.
No, but so that one was based off of an old textile that's an embroidery. I made the frog for a kit, and I can't remember what kit that was for. Yeah. But somebody told me this horrifying story. And it's like, I don't want to make this anymore. Oh. But I think I forgot about it.
Anne said, but we all do have a second and third favorite. So if the favorite's not available, we can move on to the next one. I might or might not be hoarding bronze coins.
Oh, good. Maybe we'll come into currency. Yeah.
There you go.
Then we can print our own money.
That's right.
I'm ready.
Lennis says, hello, Lennis, by the way. Says, how do I not have your frog?
It was in a kit, so if you missed that kit.
Anne says the frog kit was called Frog Prince. She remembers them all.
Knew. Yeah, I made there was a year where I did all fairy tales.
Suzanne says, I'm aware of mine.
So there are some of them that I only made a handful.
Mm-hmm.
And there are also things I made for shows, like Bead and Button, that if you didn't buy it there...
Never showed up again.
No. And some of the ones, the molds broke or they've deteriorated over time. Like some of the ones I used with I went into production. I don't know if y'all know this, but I used to do trunk shows for people, which is also why I stopped doing these. Because I'd be like pressing, and make like $10. And so I made... Anyway, so I used to do that. I used to make bunches and bunches of these. Somebody was like, oh, I see you're getting into metal clay. I was like, bro, I've been there, done that. This is coming back around.
Anne says, I have a terrible memory, but I'm looking them up on my blog.
Oh.
It's a good idea. For those of you who are in the blog game way back, right?
That's the bead loving. Is it bead loving? Is that your blog? Sometimes I look at my blog to remind myself what I did.
You go back and pull things from it.
Because I don't remember anymore. It's going away. And that's
Bead
really...
love.
It's kind of... oh, you know who was the lovin'? That was our friend. She just had a baby. Moved to Pittsburgh. She had the green coat. Worked for the newspaper. Her hair.
Oh.
It just disappeared from my brain all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Jules.
Her blog is Oven Lovin'.
Oven Lovin'.
And she used to cater our art openings for free. Because she's like, I need to make stuff for my blog. I was like, okay.
Make whatever you want.
Great.
Bring it in when you're done.
Whenever you want.
Right.
I was like, you want some ice? She's like, no, I've got this.
So here are the designs that Andrew's looking at making next.
So, yes or no?
What do y'all think? Somebody liked that one.
If it's a no, I'm going to smush it.
Uh-oh. It's like pottery throwdown in here.
I was going to do it. This one I think is probably a no.
People like the mermaid. You don't like the mermaid?
Maybe that's just the pressing. Because they did that real fast. I don't know. We'll see.
Everyone likes something. Everyone likes something.
Which one would you vote to kick off the island?
Okay, Marianne liked that one. Okay, everybody, you have to vote for one. You're now voting to kick one away.
Who gets to cry?
Who has to go?
The dragonfly?
Okay, everybody, you're making the decision. There are multiple people that like the dragonfly.
You know, and some of these work out better in polymer, I'll be honest.
Suzanne's kicking off the unicorn.
Okay.
Marianne's kicking off the frog, even though those are two popular ones. Teresa's kicking off the frog. Uh-oh. Andrew's hand's getting twitchy. The frog was someone's favorite. Oh no, there went the frog. Anne's kicking off the blowing leaves.
Maybe revisit in the fall.
Oh no. Lena says there are several trees. Kick one off.
Which one is it gonna be?
Probably I think this
one's a pain in the butt.
There you go.
Even though it's really nice.
Michelle says kick off the skull.
Which one?
Which one, Michelle? There's two skulls. Suzanne agreed with Lennis on that. There's two skulls. Which one are we kicking off?
And people are all like,
They're like, that was my favorite. That was my favorite. Bye-bye, sigh-bye tree, says Marianne. The wreath skull, says Michelle. You have made that one before in bronze.
I made this one I sold to design, but they went out of business. So.
Marianne's saying kick off the crown skull. Teresa's kick off both skulls. Lena says, I love both skulls.
Those balls getting bigger.
Uh-oh. So we narrowed it down far enough?
I don't know. What about this?
I think that's seahorse, because I don't think anybody bought the seahorse tonight.
They hate the seahorse?
Let me see. What number was...
That's probably one of my favorite designs.
I know. What was the seahorse tonight?
I love a seahorse. If y'all don't like seahorses, you're going to be disappointed with what's coming next.
But where's the seahorse now?
Yeah, it's over here.
Huh?
You know which one's never going to get made again? This rabbit.
Oh, so 3. BC3. Did anybody get BC3? Well, we sold one of the seahorse tonight, but only one.
If you like that rabbit, you better get that rabbit, because that one's going away. This scarab, one of them is no good. The one is extra crunchy.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Y'all don't mind that? The granola crunch?
I didn't mind it. I'll take it then. We sold one of them.
Well, that one...
What was the other one? The bunny?
Yeah, that rabbit's not going to get made again.
What number is that
rabbit? I was cleaning the studio. Why the heck decided to clean the studio?
BC5.
On top of...
We sold one of the rabbits.
Yeah, that one I'm probably not.
So BC5, if you want that, save it, because there's only one left, everybody.
I may resculpt it and make another version.
I like the long ear rabbits.
That one I don't like. It's based off an old coin, and it looks like I can't sculpt.
So let's see here. Lena says, I love the jackalope.
That one I hand paint. Okay, well, let me tell you about Crazy Town. So I hand painted. There's a time when I hand painted these.
Mm-hmm.
I did their eyes, their hair, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it got a little bit, so I used a glazing medium, and the glazing medium left just a whisper of a white line, and somebody flipped out on me and cursed me out because they are like, I spent all this money, and I was like, okay, I'm not making this ever again.
And it's taken him, what, 10 years now to decide to make them again.
Yeah,
but not the same way. Suzanne says, so do I, William. Is that the Love the Jackalope? Is that what you're so do-I-ing?
I think that one turned out pretty good.
Yeah, and Michelle says, my favorite of all is the unicorn.
That one, I don't know about that. I don't like the nose. I'm not 100% about that Gumby action.
So we'll see if that one gets saved.
I may make it again. Didn't you get that one from Storytellers? Michelle, did you get that from Storytellers?
Suzanne says, yes, and the long-eared bunny. Oh, yeah, that little long-eared bunny. That was so cute.
I made a rainbow
BC5
unicorn painting. I know I made a red unicorn. I thought nobody would ever buy that. And somebody got
Michelle
that.
Michelle says no.
In Kentucky. Who got that then? I don't know.
What do you all think? You're actually getting to talk to Andrew today.
Yeah,
first time all week.
I was pretty wore out. I was falling asleep on the couch. I stayed up until 2:30 this morning making these coins for you and hammering them out and polishing them. And
said he was at the studio till about 1 or 1:30, and then you came home and did more stuff.
And then I got up at the behind crack of dawn.
The behind crack of dawn.
And had to drive through the mist and the rain and the trying times of mountain.
And says, thank you, Andrew.
So I hope y'all like them.
Michelle says, my mother-in-law got something. Hold on. Unicorns are her favorite.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Karen says, a lot of work. Love them all. Thank you.
These do take a lot of time, which it's the pressing of the coins is not the thing. I mean, it is if you do like tons. Because at one point, I was doing this probably.
You got worn out.
I would say I was doing it all day because how long was our work with me video?
We were there for what, 3 hours?
3 hours. So I was doing like 2 batches, so that's 6 hours. Wait, how many?
Yeah, 3 hours.
But I did collages too.
Yeah, you were doing collages.
But granted, I would take sometimes breaks, but I was doing them probably 6 hours a day, to keep up with orders and stuff. And that is not going to happen again.
No.
No, because for one, my hands can't take it anymore. And then number 2, I have too many other things I want to do. So this is kind of like a walk down memory lane.
Yeah, get these while you can.
I may make new designs. I'm on the fence. But anyways, yeah, I'm in a class right now. It's really fun. I'm learning stuff. Try not to burn myself.
Right. All right, everybody, we're going to let you go because I need to eat, and then I need to get all these coins into the online store and maybe my pottery too. So thank you all who've grabbed, and I got to invoice y'all. So thank you all who've grabbed some things tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
And the rest of these that did not sell are going into the online store tonight. So if you're watching this replay, just go over there. No more claiming after we end this live, at least not by email. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. And we'll be back here tomorrow with something else. I don't know what yet, but we'll see you here tomorrow. Have a great one, everybody. Good night.
See ya.